West New Britain builds new nursing college. Lays Voco Point to be a boat stop. And Tolokoma landowners want to be in on MOA. Thank you for joining us. This is Saturday's news. Health services in West New Britain province are expected to reach new heights with a groundbreaking ceremony of a new nursing college. This will see an increase in the number of trained health workers to provide quality services to the people. Health Minister Michael Malabag and West New Britain Governor Sasindran Muthuvel officiated at the groundbreaking ceremony.
The nursing college, once built, will be the first tertiary institution in the province. This will be a key factor in providing health services to people in West New Britain and the country.
It is also a national government's policy for each and every province to have its own nursing college and teaching college.
Papua New Guinea's health sector is currently facing staffing shortages, rundown hospitals and clinics, overcrowding wards, and shortages of staff houses. This has led to the poor performances of health practitioners in PNG. However, Health Minister Michael Malabag says the government has not turned a blind eye to the problem. He said under the Health Workforce Enhancement Plan, the government is rehabilitating training schools for nurses and community health workers across the country as a long-term measure. Short-term measures are also put in place to minimize the problem. It includes the recruitment of overseas health workers.
Elsewhere, and that is why, we government, because of accommodation problems, the plan is something to work, and also location too. But it is a month because government now, we have to now look at putting one doctor each into all the 89 districts in Papua New Guinea. And that is something that we have to work alone. What will now be the policy of the government?
Meanwhile, the Australian government is committed to co-finance the development of training schools such as the new nursing college in West New Britain. The minister also committed another 1 million kina funding. He also committed 5 million kina for staff housing and a new maternity ward to be built. The challenge now is for Kimbe Provincial Hospital and the Provincial Health Authority to start the groundwork quickly.
It's not actually materialized yet. And that's something that the board is working on, and I can assure you, Honourable Minister, Secretary, we are on top of it. Although it will take time, but we will get there.
It was a joyous moment for the people of West New Britain Province as they witnessed the groundbreaking ceremony of a key institution to support health services in the country. Vasinata Yama, National EMTV News, Kimbe.
2 mobile clinic buses were presented to the Kimbe Provincial Hospital. The buses contain state-of-the-art equipment and will be used in rural parts of West New Britain. Vasinata Yama reports.
The mobile clinic or hospital laboratory buses are important in the delivering of health services to the disadvantaged people in the rural parts of West New Britain. The launching of the buses further supports PNG's health sector. It has the state-of-art equipment, doctor's outpatient area, patient's bed, and a restroom, among others.
Diet changes that is occurring also in the rural areas like Combe and Talasia and Biela. Everybody are producing oil, and oil palm is giving its effect, and the lifestyle is changing. And if it's affecting the heart, we can check the electrolytes and the cardiac enzymes, even liver function tests. These machines will tell us.
With the buses and the needed equipment now available in the province, doctors and nurses are advised to visit rural areas. No fees will be charged on medical treatments given or on any other factors in accessing these health services. The Provincial Health Authority Board and management are urged to support rural health services and not just Kimbe Hospital.
It is an investment of health for the future. Again, the Provincial Health Authority Board has to be very proactive to plan for health infrastructure in the province.
Minister Malabag says the PNG government, through the Health Department, is committed to ensuring health services are available to all the people. He said this idea underpins the introduction of the free primary healthcare policy which has been implemented in 2014. It is an important policy initiative for the country, which takes PNG toward achieving universal health coverage.
It would be unfair just to allocate funds according to the number of districts. You should allocate funds according to the population, according to the geographical mass, according to the difficulty of service delivery, because West New Britain is one of the challenging provinces.
Meanwhile, a mobile sea ambulance is promised by Minister Malabag for people in the Kendry and Gloucester electorate. Vasinata Yama, National EMTV News, Kimbe.
The public is encouraged to play its part in joining the fight against corruption. In an interview with EMTV, Transparency International PNG Chairman Lawrence Stevens said avenues such as word-of-mouth education and everyday communication devices such as mobile phones can be used to address and alleviate corruption in Papua New Guinea.
According to Transparency International 2014's Corruption Perceptions Index, Papua New Guinea is currently ranked as the 145th country in a list of 177 countries surveyed for corruption, making it one of the most corrupt nations in the world. Despite this, the public is encouraged to do its part through the reporting of illegal or suspicious activities and educating one another.
One of the advances we have in Papua New Guinea is the mobile phone. It's amazing how effective a photograph of a vehicle parked in the wrong place at the wrong time could be if it was circulated to the people who can take action.
Mr. Stevens says the fight against corruption is a fight that belongs to everyone, and PNG has the potential to become a more livable country through the help of all residents.
People have the capacity to make this country the fantastic place it should be for all its residents and not just for a few.
Transparency International says it will continue to work with its chapters around the world so that the corrupt do not abuse their positions of power in politics, in the courts, in business or behind the scenes to steal and escape justice. Vanessa Knight, National EMTV News.
Now to Lae, and the old Voko Point waterfront area in Lae will undergo a major makeover to bring back what used to be an old boat stop. Over 46,000 cubic meters of sediment of sand will be dredged to make way for boats and small ships coming from Morebe's outer islands. This is yet again one of the new developments that come at a time when Lae City is being transformed into an industrial hub.
This used to be the old canoe landing spot for travelers and fishing vessels that come into Lae from places like Siasi and Finschhafen. Today, this is what's left of it. Over the last 10 years, sand deposits have accumulated, forming this mere landmass. After realizing the importance of this area, the National Fisheries Authority initiated a plan to revive the site.
Currently, we are talking about 46,000 plus cubic meters of sand that has to be dredged, removed so that the waterway is clear and ships can come back inside.
Today marks the official groundbreaking ceremony for a reconstruction work to retrieve this once vital boat stop.
It's like every 8,000 cubic meters of sand is coming in, so we have this rate of the deposition. It's very alarming, and maybe due to the fact that some structures around here has actually caused the sediment to start to build up this way.
The China Harbour Engineering Company has won the bid to dredge this piece of land. The dredging and siltation work at Voko Point is directed by the government through the National Fisheries Authority to improve a proper berthing site for all vessels into Lae. This rehabilitation project is an initiative the government expects to achieve in the coming years as Lae's industrial hub continues to grow. Colin Barilai, National EMTV News, Lae.
You're watching National EMTV News. We'll have more stories for you after the break. Welcome back to the news. Affected villages outside the Tolokoma gold mine operation in the Goilala district of Central Province say the National Executive Council has bypassed them. They say mine tailings dumped in the water has caused deaths and suffering to the people with no compensation by the authorities. The call comes as the NEC recently approved a new Memorandum of Understanding for the Tolokoma mine this week.
NEC's decision to approve the Tolokuma MOA has been considered a slap to the people of Yalogu, Fuyegu, Roro and Kuni of Goilala. Members of the Aguadilava Resource Association expressed disappointment, saying after suffering from mine tailings over the past 10 years, the government has approved a new MOA. Their plight of being compensated and being part of Tolokuma's benefits and be involved in the MOA has received negative response from Mining Resource Authority, Department of Mining, Central Provincial Government and other agencies. Their suffering of the mine tailings triggered an investigation by the Mining Ombudsman and case study by NGO Oxfam. However, the recommendations in the report has received no attention.
People of Papua New Guinea, when Mibla took Simbagarap na stop, Mibla to one kind of some online benefit in some Lemel 104. So whatever or Lemel 104 i benefit lem, Mibla like Simbagarap outside to Mibla asking in a Mibla took Sim Sambla Lilik Seblo Bagarap Mibla Sim for last 20 years.
They say there is no basic government service in the affected areas outside the mine, and people will continue to suffer if they are left out.
So people like him association, Aguadilava Resource Association, like him association must feed him inside long MOA. All those things of Mibla Lugosen. He coming up now and more like signing just like Mibla agreement again.
Their problems do not end here but extend to land grabbing by an exploration company. The group will be working closely with Oxfam to do a case study on that issue. Jack Lapave Jr., National EMTV News.
The Anguru Sausia district in East Sepik province will be home to one of the biggest oil palm projects in the Momasa region. Over the last 2 years, the district has been gearing up with new developments, and moves are now being taken to improve the district's public service. Edwin Fidelis reports.
Richard Maru may have secured another term in office when he announced his district's priority plan. This week, when he visited remote communities in his electorate, he spoke words that many didn't expect.
Government by school na housing na ibla bile kas na laki ang ibla lusip. Ibla mas holing ground na tutok la working business na all sembla wokol sip. Maski loles na mana ron staff.
Customary land compensation claims is one big challenge for the district's administration. The people have come to a realization that their life must not go on as usual, so they have given up their land in the name of development to allow roads, hospitals and schools to be built in their areas.
Imi ogada mat looking improvement of life na education na sinam lo imi lo wiaga ha. Respect mo line lo inside. Lara service lo na kam na igo.
Since taking office 2 years ago, Richard Maru has invested his district's fund from the government on building new roads, rural health clinics and new school infrastructures. Over the years, people have been flocking into Wewak town in search for rewards and opportunities, yet many never get what they went looking for. Maru says he wants to provide social and economic avenues for the people to be self-reliant. Edwin Fidelis, National EMTV News.
After 43 years of serving the Papua New Guinea Forest Authority, former Managing Director Kanawi Poru has decided to call it a day. He was farewelled by authority staff at the headquarters in Port Moresby yesterday. Mr. Poru served as Managing Director of the PNG FA for 2 terms.
Kanawi Poru joined the then PNG Forest Department in 1975 and was attached to the Caravat Forestry Station in East New Britain as a field forester. He later made his way up the rank to be the Managing Director, but before that, he was appointed General Manager of the National Forest Service in 1966. He was first appointed as MD in 2007 following his return from Fiji after working with the Secretariat of the Pacific Community in Suva. Through Poru's leadership, the authority saw the creation of PNG FA's first ever corporate plan and the successful hosting of International World Forest Day in Papua New Guinea. Poru has left an important legacy for young foresters to follow, a legacy to spend money in line with the planned budget. Takla Gunga, National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. Trukai Sports is up next. We will have table tennis, NSL and Rugby League. The details after the break.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. As part of their final preparations, the Table Tennis National Championships began today in Port Moresby. The exhibition during the PNG Games in November has sparked a lot of interest, with junior players flocking in to secure a spot in the national team. The two-day tournament ends tomorrow.
Players from the Central Province turned out in numbers to take part in the Table Tennis National Championships. The championships will be used as the final selection for the national table tennis squad for the Oceania tournament in April and the Pacific Games in July.
Actually, after this championship, we are going to select our final team. The selection is based on all the criteria that we will follow, like attendance and everything will go into that. The PNG Games results, the national championship results, and also the international experiences, all those things will be considered as well as our selection base. Then after that, we will select the team, the 7-man and 7-woman team, and continue training until up to the 2015 this year's Pacific Games. Yes.
The team hopes to attend a training camp in China where they will be able to train and compete against quality competitors to enhance their skills before the Port Moresby Games. With many young people showing interest in table tennis, the Federation has set their target on developing the skills for the future representatives. With 21 medals on offer in table tennis at the Games, PNG's medal prospects are 14-year-old Jeffrey Loy and 15-year-old Geru Lohia, who are the top players in the country, both in the men's and women's divisions respectively. Dion Kombeng, National EMTV Sports.
To Rugby League now, in the whole off-season Rugby League competition held at the EP Park, so the men's A-grade go head-to-head in today's match. The JV Tigers went up against the 4 Mile Cats, with the Cats defeating the Tigers in a 12-4 victory.
The JV Tigers took on the 4 Mile Cats in the second game of the men's A-grade match. 4 Mile Cats pressured the Tigers' defense early in the match and were the first to post points. With an unsuccessful conversion kick, score remained 4-0, having them lead all throughout the first half. In the second half, Cats were determined in attack and managed to score again early into the half. A failed conversion kick, still having the Cats on top at 8-0. Through sloppy play by the Cats, Tigers encountered and slashed a try near the posts. Conversion was also a problem, leaving the score at 8-4. The game got intense as Tigers tried to fight back, but it was the Cats' final hooter try with a missed conversion that sealed their victory 12-4. Elijah Lavet, National EMTV Sports.
And to the NSL, round 6 of the Telecom National Soccer League played today at Bomana was a battle of experience versus skill. FC Pom taking on the younger side Besta United. The game was a screamer for the fans. Besta put up a challenge on FC Pom with solid defense and counter-attacks, but FC Pom kept the exposure throughout the first half. In the second half, FC Pom regrouped and played their signature style of football, maintaining control in the midfield and split Besta's defense with a goal. Minutes later, Besta defense was caught off guard again with a scruffy ball clearance, seeing them scoring an own goal. And in the dying stages of the match, FC Pom's main man, Neil Hans, scored the final goal to seal the match in a 3-0 victory over Besta. However, the Besta side remains confident that they can improve on the game come round 7. And that's all we have for Trukai Sports tonight. The weather details up next.
Trukai Sports.
News. Taking a look at the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the southern region. Port Moresby, mostly fine and possible showers tonight. Showers developing for Alatau and Popondetta. A chance of a few showers for Kerma and a few showers at times for Daru. Over to the Momasa region, Leh, you can expect showers then rain, a few showers for Medang and mostly fine for Wibak and Vanimore. To the New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, you can expect a few showers. Showers also in Kavieng. Partly cloudy with light showers expected for Kokopo and Rabaul, and showers then rain for Kimbe and Buka. And finally to the Highlands region, all centres you can expect fine weather with a possible few afternoon showers tomorrow. And recapping our headlines for tonight, health services in West New Britain to extend the building of a nursing college. Transparency International urges the public to help fight corruption, and Tolokuma communities want to be a part of the Mine MOA. That has been the news, sports and weather for today, Saturday the 28th of February 2015 from the EMTV News team. Pleasant viewing. Good night.